Pardon me. Oh, pardon me. Okay. I told you I'll be back. Okay. Um, I was thinking about, I was cleaning and, um, I had, told you before that I had, started to make rings, and these rings are, made from polymer clay. And I had ran across some that had fell out of a container that I had inside of the cabinet. And they were old ones, like from when I had first started. And I was going to throw them in the trash. And then a thought came to me to not throw the rings away because it actually shows uh, my progression in from when I had started making the rings to the current where I'm at currently with making rings. And at first, when I first started making the rings, the inspiration came from watching a video on YouTube. And um, when I first started making the rings, it became like very, I don't know, in the midst of making them, the thought was, is to, because the others that I was watching make these rings out of polymer clay were so advanced. And some wasn't as advanced as others in the videos that I was watching. And but then it was like, here I am. I come in and I'm like messing around, making the rings, trying to form these rings and what have you. And to me, it was like, oh, I, I could do this. And so I'm here. I am just still doing it. But in the midst of doing it, it's like it became like, because in the midst of doing it, I was able to collect some thoughts and just stay, in the motion of doing it. And I would do it like for hours. And then, mm, so, yeah. Um, um, and then in the midst of doing it, it became like very therapeutic. And then, as I went along in doing it, and then it became like, as I grew within my skills of making or creating the rings, it was like I became very intentional with making the ring, like envisioning this ring being made. But I'm pouring into it the intentions of someone having this very treasure that I'm creating. And they would wear it like, or just have it and just know, or I would want them to know that it was made with great intentions of them experiencing wearing this ring or this treasure with as much good intentions that I created it with. And that's how I started to make the rings. And then it was like my skills became more and more, um, it was able to be seen from when I first started to where I am currently with making rings, because the intention that I put into it. But yeah, that was the thought when I got ready to throw this ring or this piece that I felt like it wasn't where I am currently. And I was ready to discard it. But then it was like, I need to hold on to this and put this with my other rings, because it shows the growth or my progression in the skills, because I started something with no skills at all, but then it grew. But yeah, that was a thought that I had in cleaning, and I came across this ring from where I started. But yeah, it's currently in the place with the other rings, because it represents the skills and intentions that I put into it. But yeah, but yeah, I'll be